As everyone's going ahead and finishing up their desserts, we want to go ahead and get started and introduce you to the 2013 ASA USA Softball National Softball Hall of Fame inductees. Before we begin, I would just like to take a moment to recognize all of our Hall of Fame members who are in attendance tonight. If you're a Hall of Famer, please go ahead and stand for a round of applause. Thank you guys for all you do and continue to do for ASA USA Softball. After tonight, this elite group of people moves to 371, and we are so fortunate for their commitment to the sport of softball. Now please welcome to the podium ASA USA Softball Executive Director Ron Radaganda.
Thank you, Cody. And Cody and Julie, you guys throw a pretty good party. It's a nice thing tonight. So these are the ones, folks, that do all the work in the behind the scenes. To both of them, thank you very much for tonight. It's been a great, great show. No, it's really a distinct honor and privilege for me to welcome you here tonight to our 80th anniversary of ASA and our Hall of Fame with 5 tremendous inductees this year. We have a very unique class that is part of the women's slow pitch program, a tremendous umpire, 2 of our Olympians that were crowned the real dream team in 2004 on their performance on the field in the Olympics in Athens. And also these individuals are carrying 3 gold medals around with them, and we're very, very proud of them. But also to an individual who is being inducted on meritorious service, and I really don't know why that is, because this person could probably fill every category we have in ASA with all that she has done in the sport. Truly one of the real pioneers of women's softball, not only as a player but a coach, and we're very honored to have all of you here tonight to be a part of this presentation. I'd be remiss if I didn't introduce 2 individuals to this entire group because of their importance to the sport and what they've done for softball. First and foremost is the current president of the International Softball Federation, someone who served Softball Canada for a number of years, someone who I've grown very close to over the years in his efforts in his work in worldwide softball, Mr. Dale McMahon. Dale, would you please stand? And the next individual I'm going to introduce is probably the one person who is most synonymous with softball anywhere you go in the world. This individual served the ASA as the executive director for 35 years. He continued his career 15 years after that in the 15 years I've served here. Following him as the president of the International Softball Federation. He has spent over 50 years in the game of softball and has truly been an ambassador to the game that is unparalleled. Mr. Don Porter. Don, please stand. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it back to, does it go to Cody or does it go to, it goes to Cody, even better. Cody's going to walk us through the induction ceremonies to the 5 inductees tonight. Congratulations. You have meant so much to this game. Everybody in this room is here because we honor the game of softball, and I appreciate each and every one of you, what you have contributed to our game, and will continue on for another 80 years. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ron. At this time, I would like to introduce Ms. Julie Bartell to the stage to begin our induction ceremony.
Hello, everyone. My name is Julie Bartell, and I serve as the Director of Marketing and Communications for the Amateur Softball Association and USA Softball. I'm honored here tonight as our first inductee of the 2013 Hall of Fame ceremony tonight is Miss Laura Berg. Laura is from Santa Fe Springs, California, and is the 60th person to be inducted into the fast pitch category into the Hall of Fame. Laura is USA Softball's only 4-time Olympian and has made a name for herself as one of softball's greatest outfielders to ever play the game. In my job here at USA Softball, I've known Laura for over 10 years and traveled the world with her. She's one of the most dedicated, hardworking individuals I've ever met. Her teammates gave her the nickname Rookie because when she entered the national team program, she was quite young. And if any of you have come in contact with Laura through her connection with our sport, she's probably pulled a prank on you, and I would be remiss if I didn't bring this up. If you turn in your first page, she's pulled the white chalk print trick on a few people in our day, and in fact, she pulled that trick in her time on the President of the United States. She might bring that up tonight, but yes, she's done that a few times, so she excelled, I had to mention, on the field, as well as given a few pranks. She's one of 4 women who hold 3 Olympic gold medals in the sport of softball. Laura is no stranger to success on both the national and international scene. In addition to competing in 4 Olympic Games, she appeared in 4 ISF World Championships, 3 Pan American Games, all of which were gold medal finishes. Laura was also a 3-time ASA All-American with the California Commotion. She earned a women's major fast pitch national title in 1999. She joined USA Softball in 1994 and retired following the 2008 Olympic Games. In 2012, she rejoined the Red, White, and Blue as an assistant coach, helping lead the current women's national team to a World Cups of Softball title and a second-place finish at the ISF World Championship. In 2012, Laura, along with the 2004 U.S. Olympic softball team and fellow inductee tonight, Lisa Fernandez, were inducted into the U.S. Olympic Hall of Fame. Tonight, Laura, you become a member of the ASA USA Softball National Hall of Fame, now and forever. Ladies and gentlemen, Hall of Famer, Laura Berg.
I'm ready to play.
I'm so glad my last name starts with a B, so I can go first. Whew, it's been a long time since I've been this nervous. The first time I ever had to get up and talk was at Oklahoma City for the College World Series, and Margie has special powers and convinced me to go up there and talk. And I was ready, I got up there, and boom, a deer caught in headlights. And what I wanted to say is, we are so happy to be here. What came out was, we happy here. Yeah. I think I did that on purpose, though, for moments like this. Oh, gosh, there are so many people for me to thank. I will go fast, and sorry if I talk really fast. First and foremost, I'd like to thank my Heavenly Father for giving me the opportunities and the abilities to play this great game. I'm very fortunate and very, very blessed. I'd like to congratulate our fellow inductees. This is a special class for me because I get to be inducted with my college coach, Coach Wright, which means it's very, very special to me because now I am saying things to my coach that Coach said to me when I was playing for her. And then with Lisa, I cannot thank you enough. You are an amazing athlete, an amazing person. You taught me what USA Softball is all about, how to hold myself on and off the field, how important the mental game was, and you will always have a special place in my heart. I love you, and I will go to war with you any day. Oh, gosh. I'd like to thank the Amateur Softball Association for a place for me to be able to play this great sport. Ron Radaganda, Don Porter, for your passion and your love for this sport. Thank you very much for all that you do. Polly McCormick, Ronnie Isham, you guys were there with me from the very beginning when I first made the team, and Polly, you put up with me. You deserve a Purple Heart. You guys will always have a special place in my heart. I love you guys. Julie Bartel, Brian McCall, Cody, Steven, thank you very much for putting up with me, knowing how much I love interviews. Thank you. Oh, gosh. To the coaches that I played for growing up, travel ball, the Orange County Batbusters, and I know I might have a few things get thrown at me for saying this name, but I got to thank Gary Hanning for everything that he taught me, for planting the seed of the Olympics being a possibility. Dave York, Tom Wright for teaching me how to play the outfield, outfielder's rule. You know, I had to throw that in there. My teammates, I would not be up here without my teammates. Leo O'Brien Amico, Lisa Fernandez, Dot Richardson, Michelle Smith. I mean, the list goes on and on. Lori Harrigan, Kelly Crutchman. Playing with athletes like that made me get better, and if I didn't get better, then I would have been left behind. So I got to thank my teammates for the great memories and the wonderful things that we were able to do together. My staff here from Oregon State, Heather Smith, Micaiah Smith, Jeff Herai, Marcy Green, thank you for coming out here. You guys definitely make it fun in the office and keeping me out of trouble. Sometimes you get that urge of wanting to throw a softball at them, but I don't, I promise. My friends who came out here, Shel Voorhees, Amy, Terry, Joe, and JJ, thank you very much for coming out here and making the trip to be here. And my family, I mean, what can I say? My mom and dad who took me to practices every Sunday and bought me the pair of cleats or shoes or helmet or whatever it is that I needed to have to be able to play. And my dad taking me to the batting cages every Friday and feeding the machine for an hour. We all know how fun that is. And then, of course, my evil twin, Randy. She is the evil one. Okay, it might be me. Somebody I could play catch with, someone who'd hit me ground balls and someone who would feed the machine or pitch batting practice to me. Thank you very much. I would not be up here without you. And then last, I got to thank those that paved the way for athletes like myself and the younger athletes. Joan Joyce, Mickey Davis, Sue Enquist, outfielders, because we rule. And the list goes on, Willie Rose, Diane Schumacher. We would not have these opportunities without athletes like that. Thank you very much.
Our second inductee for the night is from Long Beach, California, the 61st fast pitch player to be inducted, Lisa Fernandez. One of the greatest players to ever play the game. Three-time Olympic gold medalist Lisa Fernandez is a 9-time ASA All-American and was instrumental in helping Team USA take home the 96, 2000, 2004 Olympic gold medals. Knowing Lisa again, as I know Berg, Lisa was tireless in her efforts on and off the field for the United States. Lisa is USA softball, and her legacy and visibility helped put our sport on the map and continues to today. She is one of the most dedicated, hard-nosed, feared pitchers to ever take the field for our country and in the world. Her changeup was epic, and her determination was unmatched. I can remember traveling years on the road with the national team, and the bus would be pulling up to a city on the tour or before a competition in another country, and it would be about midnight, and I can remember Lisa tapping me on the shoulder and saying, "Julie, can you find the workout room? I need to go do some cardio and ride the bike." And that is why she was and is the best. The woman was relentless on the field and off the field to always be the best and represent the United States to the best of her ability. The only pitcher to appear in all 3 Olympic finals, Fernandez served as a threat on both sides of the plate. Overall, she achieved a 7-2 record throughout her Olympic career, allowing only 20 hits, 7 walks, 6 runs, while striking out over 93 over 74.2 innings. In addition to her pitching accolades, Fernandez maintained a .333 batting average overall in Atlanta, Sydney, and Athens, with 3 home runs, 15 RBI, and 13 runs scored. A rare pitcher hitter, Fernandez has the distinction of holding 4 individual Olympic records. Most strikeouts in a game, 25 in Sydney. Fewest runs allowed. Highest batting average, she hit .554 in Athens. And most doubles at 3. These accolades helped her land in the U.S. Olympic Hall of Fame as both an individual and with the 2004 Olympic team. Fernandez also competed in 3 ISF World Championships, 3 Pan American Games, all of which were golden. At the national level, Fernandez collected 9 ASA All-American titles and 7 ASA Women's Major Fast Pitch titles. She also won the MVP award 5 times and the Bertha Ticky Award 5 times. It's with distinct pleasure that Lisa becomes the member of the National ASA USA Softball Hall of Fame, now and forever. Ladies and gentlemen, Lisa Fernandez.
Wow, this is amazing. First, I got to say, wow, Laura, from the first time I ever heard you talk to tonight, woo, girl, you are awesome, awesome. And it is so funny because that is what we call, in my phone, I don't have Laura Berg, I have Rookie. So sometimes I make the mistake of saying, hey, call Rookie, and people are like, what? I'm like, oh, sorry, Laura Berg. So truly is her nickname. I just want to say thank you for this prestigious honor tonight to be here in front of you all. It's a dream. I had an amazing career representing my country, something that I hold and I held dear to my heart. I had a long career within the organization here with ASA, from being part of the first ever national championship 12 and under back in 1982. Does anybody know that little trivia? It was in Kansas City, Kansas. I was on the Gordons. We did win. That was cool. Playing up through all my years, ending up with the California Commotion in the Women's Nationals. It was something that I looked forward to every year. Especially, it was kind of funny seeing the picture up there with the trophies, and I remember every year, Kirk Walker was my coach, and thank you, Kirk, for being here. And I'm gonna win them all, baby. I'm gonna win them all. There was always that motivation to just want to go out and be the best that I could be. I took a lot of pride in what I did. It was about being the best ball player that I could be, and I was determined, and took a lot of effort to be able to do that. But it was something that I took great pride in. The Lord blessed me with some incredible abilities, and for me it was my opportunity to display them, the gifts that He had given me. And part of that, my mentality and who I am, I love to do things the right way. I love being that role model. I love being that person that doesn't cut a corner, because I feel like good things are going to happen. And although there were times that it was difficult, I'm not going to lie, I have my family here, my husband Michael, my son Antonio, and my littler son, who's 7 months, Cruz, who know firsthand what the burden was when it came to wanting to uphold what it meant to have the honor of being able to not only represent your family, your organization that you played for, but to represent your country, the United States of America. And that was something that I was very proud of and took it very seriously. But I enjoyed that burden, because to me that's what it was all about. It was making the sacrifices to know that you were playing for something bigger than yourself. And for me, that's what it was about. It was about winning. There was a lot of sacrifices, yes. Was it about friendships? No, it was about winning. And within that, yeah, I made some pretty good friends, great friends, amazing friends, because people understood what my passion was. My passion was about playing to the best of my ability, representing something bigger than yourself. Laura Berg, I will always go to war with you. Always. To have her patrol me, Jeez. To have her patrolling center field, come on, it was amazing. I'd be on the mound and I could look back. Nothing was going to drop. I knew that. You know, Kirk Walker continued to push me and to support me. Kellyanne Perez, who's not here, an amazing support. Margie Wright, she understood. She got me. She knew what it meant to want to be the best that you can be, but do it with a sense of honor and a sense of pride to represent, once again, something that was really just bigger than yourself. And at the end of the day, I wanted to go down making people proud, that they could follow me and be able to say, you know what, she did it the right way. We're proud of what she was able to accomplish, and more importantly, we're proud that she was able to represent us. Ultimately, I want to thank my family, my mom and dad, who aren't here today. I love them immensely. They're doing well. They're at home. They're like, Lisa, just go ahead and let us know all about it when you get home. I said, no worries, it's all good. I just want to say thank you for this honor. And once again, I hope I represented all of you the right way. And hopefully I'm a good role model for the kids of the future. So thank you very much.
Great job, Lisa. Thank you.
I'm Doug Lindeman, Chairman of the Hall of Fame Committee. Our third inductee tonight is from Dowagiac, Michigan, and is the 44th umpire to be honored. Ladies and gentlemen, Randy Melvin. Randy Melvin first came into the ASA softball scene in 1976 when he registered as an umpire with the Michigan ASA. Throughout his career, Randy became one of the most respected slow-pitch umpires in the state of Michigan. He umpired in 16 state championships and 5 national qualifying tournaments, and his talents would eventually carry over to the national level. Between 1993 and 1999, Randy umpired in 8 ASA men's slow-pitch national championships, including back-to-back appearances at the men's super slow-pitch national championship. Randy became a member of the National Indicator Fraternity in 1995, became ISF certified in 1998, and was inducted into the Michigan ASA Hall of Fame in 2012. Tonight, Randy becomes a member of the ASA USA Softball National Softball Hall of Fame, now and forever. It's my pleasure to bring to the stage Hall of Famer Randy Melvin.
I'm waking up, I feel it in my bones. Enough to make my system blow. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. Oh, I'm radioactive, radioactive.
First of all, thanks to ASA for sticking me after Laura and Elisa. I'm sure you guys want to listen to me now. Besides the other 2 ladies coming after that. When I first found out, my wife said, yeah, only you could get inducted in with 4 ladies. So a lot of people I want to thank. First of all, state of Michigan. We put out a lot of good umpires, I believe. We have a lot of great help at the top of that staff with Bill Humphrey, Gary Evans, Jerry Hansen leading the way, and then Jimmy Wolford, Chris Armio. Chris went in last year. Jimmy went in 2 years ago. Hi, hon. Jimmy was instrumental in a lot of things with me, and I appreciate that. Want to thank my family. They're all sitting out there. Everybody made a 14-and-a-half-hour trip in 2 vehicles with granddaughters from the ages of 7 to a year and a half. We drove straight through from Michigan, and we made it here a couple days ago, and I think we're doing the zoo tomorrow, so that'll be even better. But like I said, ASA has been outstanding. It's been fun to work. Tournament stories, man, could tell them forever. Bernie and I were Bravado were talking a little while ago about some stuff. Chris and I went through some wars together, a lot of tournaments, spent a lot of time sitting there BSing people. So I must have got through to enough people and made this work. So thank you. Appreciate it.
Our fourth inductee of the night represents the women's slow pitch category, bringing that total number of inductees to 12. From Shreveport, Louisiana, Shirley Simmons Snell. Shirley Simmons Snell is the sixth person and first slow pitch player from Shreveport elected into the National Softball Hall of Fame. Beginning in 1983, Shirley's career with ASA Women's Slow Pitch spanned over 20 years, where she earned All-American accolades 5 times. She competed at the national level in 6 ASA Women's Slow Pitch national championships, ranging from Class C to Women's Major. In addition, she was awarded Home Run Champion in 1994 and 2001, Tournament MVP in 1996, and Batting Champion in 1994. Her most notable accolade occurred during the 1998 Women's Slow Pitch National Championship. While at bat, she hit a home run measured at 350 feet and became the first woman to hit a ball that distance in the Bloomington, Indiana complex. Tonight, Shirley becomes a member of the ASA USA Softball National Softball Hall of Fame, now and forever. Ladies and gentlemen, Hall of Famer Shirley Simmons Snell.
I'm an American girl, hot-blooded and I'm ready to go. I've been taking over the world, I'm taking over, hot-blooded, all-American girl, American girl. I was raised by a television, every day is a competition, put the key to my ignition.
I would like to give an honor to God for letting me be here tonight. Matter of fact, for everyone to be here tonight. It's an honor. I would like to start off to say, I know I'm not perfect. I know sometimes I forget to pray. I know sometimes I lose my temper. But thanks for loving me unconditionally and giving me another day to start over again. Good things come to those who believe. Better things come to those who are patient. And best things come to those who don't give up. When I received my Hall of Fame call, that's when it hit me. I remember the chills that embraced my body. And when I was choked up for words for a minute, but yet holding back the tears of joy that I took a moment to say to my parents and my husband, who instilled in value and morals in me, and who have passed on from this life to say I made it. I started playing ASA softball in 1981 in Shreveport, Louisiana at Cargill Park, where we had over 300 teams. I enjoyed playing ASA softball. It helped me to enhance my skills and my abilities. Now I'm the head softball coach at Huntington High School in Shreveport, Louisiana, a proud graduate of the class of 1977, a supervisor for the SPAR, Shreveport Park and Recreation, employed at Sportswear as a sales representative. When I started playing with Little Tex Farm, I was a leader to the team. One thing I enjoyed the most is the commitment of the team. One thing I had was a family team. We had done a lot of things together. That means no player is left behind. I accepted the challenge, the competitive, and the opportunity to be on the field with some of the most gifted athletes. The biggest challenge for me to play with young group of women with no attitude and had leadership and ability, which I love them all. I would like to do a special thanks to my 3 children for being understanding and the love of the sports of absence on some weekends. My sister and my brothers for supporting me. Mr. and Mrs. Random T. Moore, owner of Sports World, who supported me. Mr. Bill Skinner, for all of the assistance and dedication in helping to make this night possible for me. Owners of Little Tesh Farms, for sponsoring our softball team. Coaches, Jan Skelton and Phyllis Benoit, for an outstanding job of coaching and leadership abilities. To my ASA softball family, who I've grown to love. My family, who are not present, but send their love. My friends and my coworkers, from far and near, who came to share this night of memories with me. Thank you from the bottom to the top of my heart. I love you all, and once again, I am overwhelmed and grateful to be here this night. Thank you.
Congratulations. Thanks for doing so much for the sport. Bless your heart.
Our final inductee for the 2013 Hall of Fame class has served a variety of roles with our national team program. Inducted in the category of meritorious service, ladies and gentlemen, Margie Wright. Whether as an athlete, coach, or clinician, Margie Wright's softball resume speaks for itself. As an athlete, she collected 5 ASA All-American titles, but her greatest legacy is her coaching career with the women's and junior women's national teams. In 1991, she made her first coaching appearance with the national team program as an assistant coach for the 1991 Pan American team, which took home the gold medal. 3 years later, she followed up with a gold medal finish at the ISF World Championship. In 1995, she became the first ever female head coach for the junior women's national team, leading them to a gold medal at the ISF Junior Women's World Championship. The following year, Margie served as an assistant coach to the U.S. Olympic softball team, who would go on to win a gold medal in Athens. In 1998, she became the first ever female head coach for the women's national team and lead them to a gold medal finish at the ISF World Championship. Tonight, Margie becomes a member of the ASA USA Softball National Hall of Fame, now and forever.
Well, thank you, I know they didn't save the best for last. They saved the oldest for last here tonight. But it's truly an honor, and I want to thank the ASA, in particular Don and Ron, for, gosh, it's been almost 50 years since I've been a member of ASA. It's a long time. I started when I was 2, so let's make sure everybody knows that. Tonight I want to thank, of course, my family couldn't be here, but I want to thank everyone in my family, particularly my brother and sisters who really had a lot of sacrifice. My brother having to go and watch softball games while all of his other teenage friends were out having fun, you know, for so many years. And of course, my mom and my dad and my sister, they got the best seats in the house up there watching us. I want to thank my nieces and nephews. I've got about 20 of them, and they have no idea, but they motivate me every day to be a better aunt and a better role model. And of course, I want to thank my friends who have supported me for so many years, and that includes the administrations that I have coached, you know, for all the players I've coached, all the coaches that I've gotten to coach with, and my friends from afar who supported a very long career. I really do appreciate that. And of course, I want to congratulate the other Hall of Famers, in particular, Lisa. I do want to congratulate you because everything you said, that's okay, she deserves that. Everything you said about how hard you worked, and you were always put yourself above everyone else. It was a privilege watching you do that. I didn't like being on the losing side of that sometimes, but I liked being on the winning side with you. And of course, Laura Berg, I can't even say enough words about you, Laura, and what you meant not only to our college program, but to the USA program. And even when I got to store your first 2 gold medals for a while in my savings, you know, in my bank, I used to go in there and look at them because I thought they were pretty awesome. And now you've got another one to add to it. But you were, are, and always will be the best center fielder in the world. And I really appreciate the chance of getting to coach you. And of course, the other 2 Hall of Famers, very deserving. All of your accolades, very deserving. You know, in 1962, and I know that's before most of you can even, you know, imagine, I grew up in central Illinois in a town of 700 and didn't have a whole lot of money, you know, to, you know, pay to play different sports. At that time, there really weren't any sports for girls. And so in my town, even though they didn't have sports for girls, they had 4 boys' Little League teams. And all my friends played on those teams, so I tried out and I made it. And the night that I was supposed to make my pitching debut as a baseball player, the women's club in that community said that this couldn't happen because girls were not allowed to play with boys in competitive sports at that point. Well, of course, I ran home and I cried and locked myself in the bedroom for 3 days. And finally, my mom told my dad, you know what, you got to start a girls' team because we got to get her out of that bedroom, number one. So thankfully, the ASA was an organization that my dad can turn to, and he started a girls' team in Decatur, Illinois in 1962, and my sisters and I finally got an opportunity to play a competitive sport, and we had never had that opportunity before. Keep in mind, too, this was a time when there weren't age groups, and I was a 10-year-old playing against 30-year-old people. And I failed a lot, only I didn't know it was failure. I just was so excited to get to play. I thought I was, you know, the biggest champion in the world every time I struck out. I didn't realize that was a problem. But I did know that when I finally got a foul ball off of Lorraine Ramsey and Joan Joyce, I thought I was the best hitter in the country, just getting a foul ball at that age. But I'm so grateful that the ASA offered that opportunity for us. Being a part of ASA, and in particular USA Softball, gave me and so many other young women opportunities to fulfill our dreams and to put our God-given talents out on a softball field, which is the place we all belonged. When I was 10 years old, I never imagined that I would be a part of the Olympic Games or win a national championship at the Women's College World Series here in Oklahoma City, or that I would see so many young girls and women get opportunities that women my age weren't afforded at the time. And I never thought I'd be a part of instigating and building a $5 million softball stadium just for softball on a college campus. And I think had I not been able to, go through ASA, would have not have had the courage to try any of those things. Also, at 10 years old, I never, ever thought I would be able to coach athletes like Laura and her sister Randy and her assistant Marcy like I did, and I am so proud that I got to have that opportunity. And lastly, I never thought I would be listening to the United States of America national anthem in Atlanta, Georgia, in Cuba, in Canada, in Japan, and finally in Normal, Illinois, while the players were standing there crying tears of joy with their gold medals around their neck. Awesome experience that never would have happened had it not been for USA, ASA softball. So it's truly a dream come true. And for many years, I brought teams to the Women's College World Series to try to win a national championship. First in Reeves Park in Norman, Oklahoma, was the first place we came, in Sunnyvale, California, Omaha, Nebraska, and then finally here in Oklahoma City. And the one thing I can tell you, every time I brought a team here, I'd go right across the way there and I'd go in the Hall of Fame and walk around, so all those times. And I'd see pictures of all these women and men, a lot of the women that I had played with, played against, coaches that I had coached with and coached against. And I used to think, man, someday I really hope, that I'll be good enough that I can get up there, on that wall. So thank you.
Margie, thanks for all you've done for the sport.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you.
All you guys making me cry this year, my goodness. Congratulations again to our class of 2013. Normally at this time, we would be announcing who our class of 2015 will be, but due to the change of the council schedule, the class of 2014, the class of 2014 will be announced on Thursday, November 14th during our general council session. At this time, I would like to invite all 5 honorees here tonight back up towards the stage for a class photo together. Thank you all again and congratulations. Enjoy your evening.
Great job, ladies. Well done.
Yeah, you can be the greatest, you can be the best, you can be the King Kong banging on your chest.
You could beat the world, you could beat the war. You could talk the guy, go banging on his door.
You can throw your hands up, you can beat the clock. You can move a mountain, you can break rocks.
You could be a master, don't wait for luck. Dedicate yourself and you go find yourself.
Standing in the Hall of Fame,
Yeah.
and the world's gonna